Most shop owners are trying to grow their business, but they're focusing on the wrong things. They're trying to post on Instagram. They buy more stock. They run discounts. They work even longer hours. And they are hoping and praying that something is going to finally work for them. But after working with nearly hundreds of independent retailers from around the world, I've noticed something. Most shops don't have a real clear growth formula. And without one, it is very easy to work incredibly hard and still feel stuck. So in this video, I want to show you the simple formula that sits behind most successful retail businesses. Because once you understand this, running your shop is going to become a lot easier. And it's going to make a bit more sense too, because many shop owners think growth only comes from one thing: more customers. But actually, growth comes from 5 different levers. And the interesting thing is, most businesses only focus on the one that they can think of, which is why things often feel unpredictable. So, what are these 5 levers? Well, the 5 parts of the retail growth formula are visibility, conversion, average spend, return customers, and systems. Because when these 5 things work together, businesses can grow much more easily. So let's break them all down and see how you can introduce them into your retail business. The first part is visibility. Now, in simple terms, this means how easily people can discover your shop and how often they are reminded that it exists. Because a brilliant shop that nobody knows about is always going to struggle. And this is one of the biggest frustrations I hear nearly every single day. People saying things like, I just need more footfall. I wish more people knew we existed. Or sometimes people walk past every day and they just don't come in. See, that's a visibility problem. Now, when many shop owners think about visibility, they immediately start thinking about social media. But visibility for your store is actually much broader than that. Your shop window plays a huge role in your store's visibility. And it's often one of the first things that people would see when they walk past it, but they just don't, because you don't show your store in a way in which captures attention, which shows people exactly what you stand for and encourages them to want to know more. You see, it should immediately communicate what your shop is known for, who it's for, and the biggest benefit that they will get from coming to shop with you. Your Google presence is another big one. Many customers search for things like gift shop near me or women's clothing boutique near me before they even head out. Now, if your shop appears there with strong photos, good reviews, clear information, you instantly become part of their short list of places that they want to go and visit. Now, then there is social media. And then this is where people start using this to back up their choices, to make sure that the decision they're going to make is going to be a good one. But many retailers often do this without having any clear message. They post random products occasionally, they post silly videos, and none of this does enough to build trust. What works better is consistently reminding people what your shop is known for and why they should come and visit you. You can also build visibility through local partnerships, working with nearby businesses, collaborating with local events, or supporting community initiatives. This can help to introduce your shop to people who may never have discovered you otherwise. And something that is often overlooked, right, is simply giving people a reason to come in. That could be through small events, seasonal launches, having demonstrations, or having styling sessions. When shops create moments that people can come in and be a part of, your visibility increases naturally because people talk about it and they bring their friends. They remember the experience. The goal of visibility is actually very simple. When someone thinks about the type of products that you sell, your shop comes to mind first. And when that happens consistently, attracting customers becomes much easier. And this is actually one of the reasons I created my brand new course, boost your retail sales in 30 days. Because many independent retailers are incredibly passionate about their business, but they've never been shown clear step-by-step ways to improve things like their visibility and the other steps that I'm going to walk you through in this video. Inside the course, I help you work on the exact things we're talking about here, from how to get more people to notice your shop, how to turn browsers into buyers, how to increase what shoppers spend without feeling like a sleazy salesman. Now, if that sounds helpful, you can find the link below this video. Now, let's move on to the second part of your retail growth formula. This second part is conversion. Now, retailers usually describe this as something like people come in, but they don't always buy. That's a conversion issue. Conversion is simply how many visitors actually become customers. And this is where shops lose sales without even realizing it. Because customers walk in, they browse, they look interested. They might even tell you how lovely your store is, but then they go on to leave without buying. Now, often this is because they feel unsure about what to choose. Strong retailers help customers make decisions. They communicate their value clearly. They answer common questions. They show how products are being used. They highlight their reviews. They provide guidance. You see, the easier it is for customers to decide, the more likely they are to buy. The third part of the formula is your average spend. And this is how much customers spend when they come to buy. A lot of businesses focus entirely on getting more customers, right? But increasing what each customer spends can be even more powerful. So for example, if the average purchase in your shop is £20 and you can increase that to £30, your revenue increases without you needing any more shoppers. Strong retailers do this through things like product pairing, bundles, helpful suggestions, displays that show how products work together. This isn't about pushing customers. It's about making the decisions easy for them so that they can see the value in what they buy. The fourth part of the formula is return customers. So instead of sitting there saying, I wish more customers would come back, they have a system that helps them to do it consistently. Because the strongest retail businesses build relationships with customers who return again and again, and they bring their friends with them too. Simply put, returning customers spend more easily, trust the business more, and recommend your store to others. Now, encouraging return visits might include things like collecting emails, launching a loyalty club, sharing updates about new products, running small in-store events, and creating memorable experiences for your customers. Because when customers enjoy visiting your shop, they will come back. Now, the final part of the formula is systems. And this is the part that a lot of retailers have never been shown before, because most shops run on a whole lot of effort. The business is being pushed by the owner because they're thinking about their marketing, they're solving the problems, they're driving the sales. But strong retail businesses build simple systems that help support their growth. A system for attracting customers, a system for helping shoppers decide what to buy, a system for encouraging customers to return, a system for increasing their average spend. When these systems exist, the business becomes much more predictable instead of flying by the seat of your pants. So once you understand this formula, you can stop trying all these different random ideas and heading towards shiny objects that actually don't get you anywhere. And you start improving the specific part of your business that needs the attention the most. Because if footfall is low, you improve your visibility. If people browse but don't buy, you need to improve your conversions. If sales feel too small, you improve your average order spend. If customers rarely return, you need to focus on relationships. And if everything feels like a big chaotic mess, you need to build systems. And that is how retail businesses grow. And if you'd like help building any of these, check out my brand new course in the link below, How to Boost Your Retail Sales in 30 Days. And I will show you exactly how you can do this step by step, So in 30 days' time, you will be able to say you have boosted your sales and you feel more confident about how to structure your store and guide customers around it. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe because I'll continue sharing practical strategies to help independent retailers build stronger businesses. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.